Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Now, we had Deku. We also had a situation. Deku has been told by Madame Web he has a series of choices to make. Right now, his mother's life is in danger. She may have potential organ failure in the future. And Deku, he wants to have enough money to pay for surgery if it does come to that. She may not be covered right now on her current insurance. And Deku, well, he does want to ask Tony Stark for help. He does want to ask the man for money. I mean, the guy is literally one of the people he looked up to. And Deku, he gave the man a phone call. He wants a job and he wants a small loan. He knows he's asking for a lot, but he wants to show he's willing to work for the money. And Mr. Stark, he didn't turn Deku away. He was quite happy for his phone call. I mean, happy to see the boy taking initiative. I mean, if he had a son, he hoped he'd be a lot like Izuku. And Iron Man, he told Deku very plainly, stop by his lab. They can talk about the web fluid he's created. He is actually very interested to know how it works. And Iron Man, he made things quite clear. He'll find something. But for right now, just come in and talk. Now, Deku did that. Right now he's stepping away from being Spider-Man and leaving that up to Kane. He wants Kane to find Ben. Him and Ochako right now are two heroes who are going to try to help. People are popping up, and it's only getting worse. Right now, though, it's small. But right now, they don't know how many heroes are really here to help. So, for right now, how about they just do things small? Get her accustomed to things and then take off the training wheels. At least that's what Kane's plan is for right now. And with that being said, we currently have Deku. Deku, he was walking out of Stark Tower. And he was quite happy. Mr. Stark, he wanted to know the designs. He wanted to see what it could do. And Deku, he showed him everything. From the first recipe to the latest one. And Mr. Stark is quite surprised to see the progress. I mean, durable webs, yes, but there are still some flaws he hasn't thought about. Deku's web shooters. The way they're designed and the way he does have them made. He has them made in the shape of a circle. But there's a problem. He's tried looking into different designs. And, well, there's one design that Mr. Stark, he brought up. Oxagon. Why isn't his web shooters in the shape of an octagon? 8-sided. And, if you think about it like this, it's one of the strongest shapes in nature. You'll see it a lot. I mean, it's strange. But, I mean, imitate nature and you're practically fitting in. Think about it like this. A mechanical bird. What do you think? You see the wings, you see the way it moves. It flaps its wings. However, an airplane mimics the exact design. However, it just has engines, and it's bigger and made of something different. So, shrink it down, adjust, and remake. And Deku was quite surprised. It was quite interesting. He thought about it, and he even tried to think about the design and the way it would be. I mean, it is possible it will work. He has a good check right now. He just needs to cash it and start making phone calls. Mr. Stark gave him a little bit more than he wanted, though. The rest of the money? No. Invest it into the business. That's the smartest thing he can do. Okay. He has a little bit more wiggle room, though. That's nice. Mr. Stark. He's a good guy, but he's really been through a lot of shit. Funny seeing you here. What the hell? Can I talk to you? Who are you? The person grabbing Deku by his wrist and informing him. They're someone who wants to talk to him. Or should she be saying the other guy? Hmm? Listen, I don't know what you're. Come on, Spider-Man. I want to talk to you. Deku turning his head, staring directly at the woman. As she is going to express, follow her now. Things will be made quite clear. And Deku is going to listen. The two walk in an alleyway, and the woman is going to turn, expressing, "It is very nice to meet him." She has that to say. His scent is strong. But then again, she does like that. He smells of the Grand Spider. He smells of the god. And that does tell her that he has been worthy, seen as something higher than them. What the hell are you talking about? Listen, if you're sipping on the Kool-Aid, I kind of don't want in. Of course you'd say something like that. You've met a god, traveled the multiverse, and seen much. We know you can feel the web. The web. Yes. You yourself have walked in it, felt it, been connected with it. You resonate with it, don't you? I'm more in tune with my abilities, yes. Is that what this is about? Why are you here? I can practically smell it on you. You are the one I'm searching for. You're the Spider King. What? It's quite simple. Her at least stare at Deku, her mouth not moving, expressing to him telepathically. He has been through quite a lot in his life. She can see it all quite clearly in his head. Morlun, the inheritors. Knowing out there in the multiverse, there are versions of himself who have been through hell. Maybe there's a version out there who, well, unfortunately lost his wife. She miscarried their daughter, their son, their twins. Maybe he got divorced. A sad and pathetic future that would be. Maybe there's a version of reality where he left her. And Deku takes a step forwards, throwing out his hand. Her gonna reach out and turn her body. Her gonna actually grab out for Deku, grabbing him by his wrist and throwing out her left arm. Her gonna bring up pressure and throw Deku directly over her body. Her smashing him down to the ground, and then gonna actually press her throat to his neck. Or press her neck to his throat. Or press her foot onto his throat to his neck. I stumbled over that so badly. Anyways, now, Deku just sit there. Him about to throw his hand out as right now Deku, he can't move. And he doesn't hear a sound. Him looking up, as right now there is a simple sound. High pitched in nature. And Deku, it almost makes his spider sense tingle. He feels it react at that part of his brain. And right now whenever she has at least stare down at Deku, she doesn't want to have her face frown. As right now she doesn't let go of him, expressing about how he shouldn't be able to hear that. He should have been able to listen to that. What was that? It was trying to set off my spider sense. That is interesting. Well now, I'll have to see about what's going on with that. But for right now, Spider, I want you to listen to me. Her stepping forwards, whispering into his ear. He has much potential. The spider granted him more abilities, yet he doesn't even know what he can do. She wants him to meet her at a high-rise. Let's see. Down the street from Stark Industries, there is an apartment. A building. The biggest one there is. She'll be in room... what was it? Floor 12? The sixth door. Or was it 24, maybe? It's very tall. So remember this. The room is big. It's fancy. And it is quite luxurious. What does it sound like she's describing to him? A penthouse. Exactly. Now, just down the street. Follow me, and things will be okay. You will listen to me, won't you? I. I will. This is a trap. I don't have spider gear on me. Not good. I got my organic webs. No. She has the spider sense, right? That's how she knows about mine. Okay. No. Taking a bite out of her is not a good idea. She'll expect that, react to it. And my talons, my spikes, I guess, they won't work. She'd react. I'm stronger, but she's not alone. More experienced than me. Hell, this must be what Madame Web warned me about. You know her, hmm? You know Madame Web. Now, where is she? I don't know. You speak honestly. You're in my head. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? Search around inside the noggin of the great Spider-Man. You know, Cindy is right, though. You are massively intelligent. Why not work for me? Better the world? You've done so much for it, and yet it all steps all over you. It hurts tons of heroes. Ben wants love. Ben is preoccupied. And he is in danger, isn't he? And then there's actually Kane. Kane may have found love with an unlucky friend of yours. But Felicity, you've dealt with her, haven't you? You've had that thought? The bantering, the flirting. You've never told your girlfriend. Yet you still go out and chase the cat. But she still allows the chase. I was going to hire her, you know. Have her talk to you, bring you in. She already does know what your face looks like. But that's because Plain, he's a lot less like you. He's willing for danger. Her gonna move forwards. And we're not gonna bring her hand out. And Deku doesn't move. There's something telling him not to. But these feelings, though his mind is, it's pheromones. He knows it. But he doesn't. No. What's. I see, you figured it out. Yes. Now, the woman's gonna turn, walking into the building. She wants him to understand. What's going to be happening today is going to be quite simple. Her going to press a button as the two walk into an elevator. Da 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 da. Yeah, we're going back to that. Anyways, Deku and the woman do gonna walk out, and the Spider Queen takes them to a room, and the door is gonna open. As right now, a lot of people do gonna stand there, some sitting down, and Deku does a turn. Him seeing a hulking monstrosity. It's stepping forwards as Deku can see it. It looks like an insect. Almost like. No. That thing was human, wasn't it? Him staring at a monster. It with giant talons going to scrape against the ground. And as it lowers its body down and have its feet land, and Deku sees something the size of the Hulk, with spider limbs protruding from its back. And Deku, he has a stare on. Two of them go to stand there. Massive, huge in form, multiple eyes on their head. Heavily mutated spider soldiers. And Deku, he doesn't stand there. He's concerned about taking them on. yet for some reason he doesn't want to disobey her. He knows that he can. It doesn't feel that hard in his mind, but no, no. He needs to. It's just that simple. But why does she want him here? She's threatening Cindy and his wife. She is threatening his child. Her games won't work on him. Deku's not going to snap out of it. And right now there actually is the queen, who does get a turn, and informing a few people. Alright, she wants them all to do one thing. She wants one of them to step forwards. Which one of them is the strongest? A person stepping forwards, and informing them as to their current abilities. And Deku does listen. The one expressing, excellent. Charge Spiderman, while the others, they're gonna jump out the window. And Deku's more shocked by that. As right now, Deku, he is rushed by this person. And the other people, they're gonna rush to the window and leap. And Deku, whenever Deku got into combat with this person, he was quite alarmed. Because they were well trained. They were well fought. And Deku, whenever he tried to actually use his own powers, he was alarmed. They weren't as strong as him. They're definitely a heavy hitter. But right now Deku is flung into a wall. Him smashing backwards and gonna get back up. Him bringing his hands up, like he's seen Captain America do tons of times, whenever they spar. And right now, Deku, he actually is gonna rush forwards. Him gonna throw out a wild right hook. The person gonna turn and smash the fist across his face. As right now, Deku, he is struck. Him gonna actually move down and slide a bit. Him gonna turn his body and rush forwards with both fists. The person actually gonna smack Deku's hands down before gonna bring their hands up, smacking him directly upwards in his chin, bringing their hands back down and sledgehammering him directly down to the ground. And Deku is gonna smash down. The person gonna bring their foot out and smash directly down into his back. Before, they actually gonna bend down and shoot two webs into Deku, pulling him up into the air and smashing him into the ceiling. Him being thrown back down to the ground, as the person is gonna walk over, picking him up by his throat and going to actually turn and throw him against the wall, rushing forwards and punching at him. And Deku is gonna bring his arms up. Him being directly smashed in the side and one of his arms falling. The person bring their hand up and smash him across the face. Before their actions, what they do, gonna bring their hands out and grab onto him. Grab him by his arms and gonna straighten them back out. Deku gonna throw his head forwards into the person. And then being struck hard. As Deku does a rush forwards, throwing out his fist and sending them flying across the room. The person smashing into the wall and actually gonna land. Then I'm gonna sit there for a second with a broken arm. And the Spider Queen is gonna turn, expressing, there it is. There's the anger. Huh? Why? Why did you? I'm gonna turn, running over and looking down, seeing that there's people just lying there in the streets. You could have saved them. Huh? You could have done something. You could have helped, you know. Shut up. You know, this will make things quite clear. We're gonna walk up behind him, bring her hands up and wrapping them around Deku. She wants him to understand. She will talk to him again, speak to him. Their next meeting will make things a lot more clear. He was underprepared. He will be her king. However, until that day does come, understand this. She will call. She will make things clear. She will let him know. Their next encounter, it will definitely be special, because it will set things for the stage to come. However, now he may go. She has proven her point. How does he feel? You didn't have to do that. Yes, I did. You do not understand anything I do at all, and I want you to understand it. After what's happened to me, I hope that you understand. People, they just deserve to die. Some of them. They don't understand what I'm trying to protect. They call me crazy and mad. And yet I'm the only one who understands. The web, the web, it controls us. But this new one that I've felt, that I've sensed, I can feel its power. I can harness it, understand it, create a better world for both you and me. Imagine it for a second. No need for weapons. No need for tools. Our very hands are the tools we use now. No more cars. No more pollution. No more hatred. You can't be better than somebody because you can both rip apart steel and kill each other with one blow, if you wanted to. But you don't know when there's danger. You would all know who's a threat. Your instincts would never allow you to trust someone you get a tingle from. So, what do you think? Never trust somebody again? Or know whenever they're going to stab you in the back? That sense of yours, it's gone. I can feel it. Trust me, Spider. Things are going to be getting a bit more complicated. Though, you are free to go. Her gonna at least bring her hands back out. Her gonna step backwards away from Deku. I'm just gonna look down. Him gonna turn and watch the person just stand there, as they're like a mindless drone. And Deku, there's a look at the Queen Spider. Him gonna leap off and go to shoot her a web. Him just gonna swing down from the building. And Deku, he doesn't like what happened today. He doesn't like what he saw. He got home and he tried to talk to Cindy. He tried to call Madam Web. He tried to figure out even what to say. And Madam Web, yeah, she was afraid of this. It happened too soon. And she didn't see it. That's a problem. Madam Web is concerned. Something is blocking her sight. Something is blocking her pathway to the future. There are many still closed off to her. But if she can't see them, find them, confirm their existence, that is greatly troubling to her. And we do currently have Deku. Deku got home. He got home ashamed, scared. He was worried. He doesn't want to be Spider-Man right now, but he's being pulled into spider business. This crazy lady, I mean, she made those people just jump. They had families, names, and he couldn't do it. All because he couldn't win a fight? He could tell. Okay, he's stronger than he was whenever he first popped up. He knows that for sure. Yeah, he tried working out and seeing if he can increase his powers that way, but there was barely any increase. He only got more power whenever he came out of that cocoon. I mean, what was it? He's at more than twice his maximum from before. But still he's... Shit. Still he's holding back. Not doing things right? Okay. He has time, still. Okay, so first thing tomorrow, cast that check and... There's an idea. Oscorp left a ton of people hanging. A ton of revolutionary people. Okay. He's gotta think business, but gotta make sure none of this turns bad. None of this is worrying. That on Dick's mind. Him gonna start roll over. Him gonna close his eyes, as Cindy herself does actually still gonna look over her shoulder. Her gonna roll over and stare at Deku. Her watching Deku with his eyes closed, thinking. And Deku, he is still gonna move his mouth around without saying any words. And Cindy does it a watch, before eventually Deku does actually fall asleep. And Cindy, she's gonna lay there. It takes her a second, but that smile fades. And then there comes the worry. There's someone out there tonight hurting people. She knows it. And yet she's in here, at home. I mean, yes, there's a Silk now, but can Ochako handle this? Her first real supervillain was the Inheritors, and she was freaking the fuck out about all that. I mean, different universes, different rules, different things. Everything after that was sort of lackluster, but now threats are. She is actually a little scared of them, and she wants to avoid danger, not run towards it. But that's just against her nature. But she's just trying to do her best, care. She cares about. Yeah, yeah. Maybe she can help him tomorrow. Help Izuku and take some stress off of him. Now, there is the next morning. Cindy goes to wake up a bit early. Her going to take care of some of her needs first, and then going to walk out of the bathroom. Her a bit nauseous, but okay. Now, she'll at least make a pot of coffee. Her making sure it's caffeinated, and going to wake Deku up. And Deku, he's a bit groggy and tired. Him going to sit up and blink awake. He feels a bit, well, exhausted. And his mind immediately goes back to everybody who died yesterday. However, Cindy doesn't immediately get to take Deku's mind off of that. Her handing him a cup of coffee and at least going to talk to him. Okay, he wanted to get his business started, right? She heard him muttering about it last night. So, go to the bank, deposit the check, and call people. Call friends, and find something. Find a space to rent out or buy, and start working fast. Now, Izuku doesn't going to do that. And, well, a few phone calls later, and looking online, and a week, and Deku, him and a few people who were given the short end by Osborne, or Oscorp, they had a new space and new ideas. And people, yeah. Well, this place might as well be a bona fide classroom. It's something. And Deku, he did at least try to express. He knows that it's short and, well, a bit quick, but this place popped up for cheap and he's kind of trying to do cheap. How much is it? You see, if I told you, you'd kind of hate me. So I'm not going to say. But I'll try to get paychecks and we'll try to see what we can do. So, you got a name for it? Sort of. Sounds cliche, but maybe. Maybe not. Gonna fill us in? Yeah. Midoriya Corporation. Or the Midoriya Project. Why that? I don't know. Feels right. I just. I don't know. Listen, you guys. I really do appreciate you coming to work for me, and hey, you're just giving out paychecks, right? Yeah. Yeah, listen. I'll give you guys' first paycheck up front so that we're all clear on a few things. Afterwards, I'm hoping that we can actually get off our feet and off the ground and produce something good. So, ideas? Hmm. I had a few things. You did? Yeah. I uh I had a project for cybernetic limbs. Really, May? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sort of mimics the Dr. Octopus's limbs, but they were right. They're good. Listen, I got them under control. I'll be fine with them. Yeah, sure. Not making that mistake twice. Listen, May, I'm willing to look over some of the prototypes you have and come in with, but fully mass producing that as a project immediately is sort of a bad idea. Hmm. Okay. What about some sort of skin cream? They're good looking up. Hmm? I mean, it would help protect against cancer, maybe? So instead of cancer treatments, you're talking about cancer prevention. Yeah. Hmm. That is a good idea. Preventive problem before it even pops up. And but if that's the case, then we couldn't even have an entire science division trying to cure those projects. I mean, pre-existing conditions. Well, if we deal with the external, we can also deal with the internal, right? I mean, eventually pills that can cure those things, but right now projects that could be a bit more like surgery. Hmm, that does bring up a good point. What are you thinking about? I think I just had an idea, and it makes sense. Deku thinking. His spirit sense was disrupted with a frequency. That's how he lost it. But maybe a frequency that can counter it can get it back. But at the same time, what he's talking about, curing cancer and preventing it, that's an excellent idea. But what about other ailments? I mean, the body vibrates at a certain frequency, right? But those cells are abnormalities. If they can reasonably look into this and find if those abnormalities vibrate differently, slower or just a little bit faster, a small difference in frequency, there's a good chance that they can just destroy them outright. I mean, a lot of subsonics can literally rip apart Carnage, so that's perfect. I just had a groundbreaking idea. Now, with that being said, Deku, Deku, he's preoccupied with that. However, right now we do actually cut to the Spider Queen. Her sitting in her apartment. And going to look around. She has some loyal subjects. People who will listen to what she does say. And someone, they walk directly up to the queen. Gonna bend down, gonna throw down their hands. Looking up, expressing about how happy they are to serve. And then the queen is gonna stand up, walking forwards, we're gonna bend down, bringing out her hand and informing Anya. She understands. The girl listens very, very well. Though their spider friend doesn't. She's going to be encouraging him. And she does want to bring him back. Though she does want Anya to do one thing. Some of these people are getting out of hand. They want their spider to feel a false sense of security. And she wants Anya to take down some criminals. The extremist with the powers. Give Spidey a sense of clarity. A peace of mind. How about that? But then she does want Anya to come back. She will be watching closely though, and do know. She's quite proud of what she's done already. Make her a proud mother. And Anya does a stand. Her gonna scurry away as she's gonna leave. Leaving from the building and going to swing away. Her and her own little rebirth completed. Now, there actually is Deku, who over the course of a few weeks does try to get a few things together. And whenever they do go to invest or show off their project to an investor, their investor is definitely intrigued. However, trial runs, they have not been conducted yet. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.